love to learn how to find the cube of any two-digit number in 4 seconds, then stay tuned because that's exactly what I'm going to be showing you. I'm going to be showing you the easiest and fastest way to do so. Without further ado, let's start learning. Welcome to class. In order to find the cube of any two-digit number, it's important that first of all, you need to know the cube of numbers 1 to 9. Once you know that, you're able to handle it, okay? It becomes very easy. So in this class, I'm going to be teaching you exactly how to do so, the fastest way. So we'll start with numbers starting with 1, and then the section 2, numbers ending with 1, and after that, section 3, same numbers, and section 4, different numbers. By the time you're able to handle these 4 sections, you'll be able to find the cube of any two-digit number. So let's start learning. Okay, so let's take a look at this first example. Here we have 15 cube. How do we go about finding it? What we simply do, the first thing you do, just write the first number and the second number. So we simply write 1, 5. Then after that, look at the second number. What is the square of 5? You have 25. What is the cube of 5? You have 125. Now that you're done, ignore the first and last number. Let's concentrate on the second and third number. Then use 2 to multiply the second and third number. So we are going to say 2 times 5 gives us 10. 2 times 25 gives us 50. Then we sum it up. By the time we sum it up, we have 125 plus 0 gives us 125. Now you're only allowed to write one digit here. So you simply write 5 and carry 12. So when you do that, you're going to have 12 plus 25 plus 50. You're going to have 87. You write 7 and you carry 8. Remember, you can only write one digit here. So when you get to this place, you're going to have 8 plus 5 gives us 13. 13 plus 10 gives us 23. You write 3 and carry 2. So 2 plus 1 gives us 3. So that's it. This is how we go about it. So we've been able to find our answer. So let's take a look at the second example. How about 14 cube? What we simply do, we write 1, 4. What's the square of 4? The square of 4 is 16. What's the cube of 4? The cube of 4 is 64. Now that you've gotten to this stage, ignore the first and last number. Now, 2 times the second number gives us 8. 2 times the third number gives us 32. We now sum it up. So we have 64 plus 0 gives us 64. Write 4 and carry 6. Then you add this up. You're going to have 54. So you write 4 and carry 5. Now 5 plus 4 gives you 9. 9 plus 8 gives you 17. You write 7 and you carry 1. 1 plus 1 gives you 2. So you can see it's absolutely easy. Just pay attention. So let's move to the second section. Finding numbers ending with 1. When we are talking of numbers ending with 1, we mean numbers like 21, 41, 51, and so on. So let's look at this example. So when you're giving this, the first thing you do, now you're moving from the right hand to the left hand side, okay? So what you do, you simply write 1, 3. Now, what is the square of 3? It's 9. What is the cube of 3? Is 27. By the time you get to this stage, ignore the first and the last number. 2 times 9 gives us 18. 2 times 3 gives us 6. Now we've gotten to this stage, we simply sum it up. So we are going to have 1, 9. 9 plus 18 gives us 27. Write 7 and you carry 2. Now, 27 plus 2 gives us 29. So that gives us our answer. So if you're in an exam or in a situation where you have no calculator, I really need to solve this. So you can use this method to solve any two-digit number. You're going to get the answer. Let's take a look at more examples. Here we have 51 cube. What we simply do, we move to the right hand, we start with 1 and we write 5. What is the square of 5? Is 25. And what is the cube of 5? Is 125. Now ignore the first and last number. 2 times 25 gives us 50 and 2 times 5 gives us 10. So we simply sum it up. When we add it up, we are going to have 1, we are going to have 15, we write 5 and carry 1. By the time you say 25 plus 50, you have 75 plus 1, you have 76. You write 6 and carry 7. So when you sum this up, you're going to have 132. So if you check it out, this is going to be the answer, all right? So this is the easiest way you can do it. Let's take a look at one more example under this section. We have 61 cubes. What do? We write 1 and we write 6. What's the square of 6? 36. And what is the cube of 6? Is 216. Now, ignore the first and last answer. 2 times 36 gives us 72. And 2 times 6 gives us 12. Now, sum it up. You're going to have 1 plus 12 gives us 18. Write 8 and carry 1. Then you add this up, you're going to have 109. You write 9 and carry 10. By the time you say 10 plus 216, you're going to have 226. So you can see it's really simple. So how about solving digits with the same numbers? Let's get into that section. How do we solve digits with the same numbers? Let's look at this. We have 22 cubed. Now, when you have the same number, what you simply do is pick one number and find the cube 4 times. So we are going to write it. The cube of 2 is 8. So we are going to write 8 4 times. 8, 8, 8, and 8. Now, when we do this, ignore the first and last number and then use 2 to multiply the second and third number. 2 times 8 gives us 16. 2 times 8 gives us 16. And you sum it up. So you're going to have 8. 8 plus 16, 24. You write 4 and carry 2. 24 plus 2 gives us 26. You write 6 and carry 2. Now, 2 plus 8 gives us 10. So that's how we get our answer. It's absolutely easy, guys. Now, let's look at the second example. What is the cube of 3? The cube of 3 is 27. So we write 27, 27, 27, and 27. Now, ignore the first and last answers. 2 times 27 gives us 54. 2 times 27 gives us 54. Now we sum it up. So 27 plus 0 gives us 27. So we write 7 and carry 2. Now 27 plus 54 gives us 81. 81 plus 2 gives us 83. So we write 3 and carry 8. 81 plus 8 gives us 89. Write 9 and carry 8. Now, 27 plus 8 gives us 35. So you can go ahead and practice more questions like 44 and 55. You're going to see that you're going to be getting exactly the same thing, the correct answers. So let's take a look at how to solve digits with different numbers. Now, if you take a look at this question, you're going to notice the tens and the units are absolutely different. So how do we go about solving it? Now, the first thing you do, what's the cube of 2? You write 8. What's the cube of 4? You write 64. Now, once you've done this, the next thing you're going to do, what's the square of 2 times 4? The square of 2 is 4. 4 times 4 gives us 16. Then what's the square of 4 times 2? The square of 4 is 16. 16 times 2 gives us 32. Now ignore the first and the last answer and use 2 to multiply the second and the third. 2 times 16 gives us 32. 2 times 32 gives us 64. Then we sum it up. So 64 plus 0 gives us 64. You write 4 and you carry 6. So we are going to have 102. And then we write 2 and carry 10. And then we come here, we're going to have 16 plus 32 gives us 48. 48 plus 10 gives us 58. So write 8 and carry 5. Now, 5 plus 8 gives us 13. So we write 13. So it's really easy. So you can go ahead and practice for more numbers like 54, 64, and the rest. Now, let's take a look at this second one. The cube of 3 is 27. And the cube of 4 is 64. Now, 3 squared times 4. 3 squared is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. And then 4 squared is 16. 16 times 3 is 48. Then ignore the first two. 2 times 36 gives us 72. 2 times 48 gives us 96. Then we sum it up. So we are going to have 4 here and we carry 6. Then here we are going to have 150, but we write 0 and carry 15. Then we sum this up. Here we are going to have 108 plus 15. We have 123 here, but we write only 3 and carry 12. Now 12 plus 27, you're going to have 39. So let's take a look at one more example on this section. How do you go about solving for the cube of 53? The cube of 5 is 125 and the cube of 3 is 27. So the next thing we are going to do, square is 25 times 3, we have 75, and then 3 squared times 5 to have 45. So the next thing we are going to do, 2 times 75 gives us 150, and 2 times 45 gives us 90. So we add it up. We are going to have 27 here, but we write 7 and we carry 2. Here we have 137, we write 7 and we carry 13. And then here we have this plus this, we have 8, and then we have 23, but we write 8 alone and carry 23. So by the time we sum it up, we are going to be left with 148. So you can see it's absolutely easy, guys. So what you need to do, you can practice more and more and you'll be able to achieve it within seconds. So this is it on solving the cube of any 2-digit number. If you got value from this video, give me a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload content like this. And don't you ever forget, math can be easy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.